Hey there, first of all, thank you for being absolutely motivating and making up to this new tutorial. I would first of all, love to thank you for subscribing to my channel. Just one more person I'm looking forward to subscribe so that I can have 500 subscribers. In today's tutorial, it's quite straightforward and simple, where we're just gonna add different color system and rarity system to different tool. So let's get started, and thank you very much for all this like and support, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Let's get started. Hey there, in today's tutorial we will learn how to add different color based on its rarity and availability. Like if armor pant is rare, it's gonna be like this red button, and also the color around it is gonna be red with a dot around it, and different dot depends different color. So this is green, that means quite common. So yeah, that's all for today. Let's get started. We are gonna create an enum. We are gonna go for that to blueprint enumeration. We'll name this rarity underscore e. We will have 5 enums, at least for now. You can add as many as you want. First is common. Next one is com common. Third one is rare. Fourth is epic, PIC epic. Then fifth is LEGENDARY, legendary. So that should be it for now. I mean, I'm gonna add much. Then in item info, we are gonna go where because if we make changes in the item info, it'll appear in the items data table. We're gonna add another variable called rarity. Yeah, we will add the enum, rarity enum, which is this one. We're gonna just save it. There's no compiling. Now once you go here, you can see these things appearing in them. So just I'll put this as a common. Axe, uncommon, rare. Steel helmet, also I'll put common. Armor, I'll put kind of epic. Put this one legendary. Rare. I mean, the whole point is to just make this mechanic work. You guys are free to, give different abilities to your pants on your armor. So now we are gonna go to our inventory icon. Just gonna pull this all. We're gonna get this all down, and we are gonna add an item. Sorry, not item. Sorry, image. We are gonna add this to the canvas panel, and we're gonna click on the image. We are gonna go 20 with a spacing of 4. We will just, for visibility, come on, for visibility, let's just give it a good red color. We'll get this as a rounded box. I think so the rounded box look good. And maybe we could reduce the size to 10. That is better, right? I want it to be like a small dot. So yeah, so let's see whether this thing appears or not in our, and yes, it appears. It's quite small. You guys are free to give your own personal touch to it. So now we are going to go to our third person character. We are going to create a new function. The reason for making this function, so that we can use it pretty much in everywhere when we are planning to customize the color. So we will name this as get rarity color. That should do. I will add an import. We will name this as item info, and we will course get our item info item info s. We are gonna break this as always, and we are going to get our enum. This is gonna be rarity. This is the one, yes, sorry. Then from here we can get something called make slate color. This will give our each and every weapon its own unique color. For this, let's promote this to local variable. We'll name this as L color, just like local color. And I'm gonna control C, control V, control V, control V, control V. I'm gonna make good 5 copies of each of them. So yeah, let's then attach them to this, then them to this, them to this, and yeah, we're just gonna do our own thing. And here we can add different colors. So for common, we'll keep green. Then for uncommon, we'll just keep it like a very frail, little grayify it. Yeah. So then rare, we will keep it like a gold slightly. Then epic is gonna be like this. And of course, legendary is gonna be this. And now we have to get a return value, or etu or return node. We are gonna connect each of them to this thing. Yeah. And now we also need to get the local color and bind it to this. Also make sure to bind this one as well. Just small rookie mistake which can, not lead to a good result. Make sure to bind this to this as well. And yeah, this should do the magic. Now here is the part where you're going to be a bit slightly careful. You must click on this specifically and get visibility. Then we'll create a binding where yeah, should be perfect. Then we are gonna get item info. Then we are gonna break our item info. Then we are going to get the item class. We are going to see whether it is valid. Then if it's valid, then we'll add a branch where we'll give it an option where if it's true, it's visible. If it's false, it's hidden. Simple as it is. Let's compile and save it. Now we go to our designer again. We also want to make changes in the brush, like based on different weapon, the color of this also changes. So for that, we can go and create another binding under the brush. And yeah, we're gonna get our slate brush. And now we have to also get our function. And now we can get our function. We already have something called player ref, which stores all the player information. So we're gonna get SL. This is the reason why we made a function, so that we can get it red color. And yeah, so we bind this to this, we bind this to this, and we bind this to this. Item color comes here, and this is all good. Now let's do some pilot testing. Like we select a weapon, and yeah. Now you see based on different thing it's appearing. Now you see it's a box, right? We don't need a box. We don't like box. So we are going to change it up. Why did that happen though? Yeah, so we are gonna change the draw as rounded box. And let's see whether it does the job or not. Yeah, it does the job. Now we also want to make changes in the iron axe color and everything. So for that, we are going to go to this one, tooltip widget. Make sure to select the second border, not the first one. So for the second border, we are gonna bind the brush. So for this, we don't have player reference. So we need to get a player reference. For that, we are going to go to our graph, and to the event graph, we are going to get PHI, or the third person character, and we are going to get player character. Now, once we create a player character, we are going to promote this to a variable. We'll name this as player ref as always. Now we are going to go to our designer. We are again going to select our border, and we are gonna get all the necessary things like what we did before. We're gonna get the slate brush. Uh, we are gonna get the item info, and we are gonna drag the player reference. Come on, we get the player reference, and we are gonna get the get rarity color again, like what we did. Just gonna do the same thing here, and yeah, we now let's do some pilot testing. Like for example, I select this, I select this, I select this. Yeah, see now the colors are also changing in them. Now in case if you wanna currently make things look more fancier, few few options which I want you to be introduced to, I want you to know is, like say for example, if you wanna add some like under the appearance, you can always, you know, have a bit of a shadow color, like you see, you can see some shadows, right? So yeah, they kind of help you with, you know, standing out a bit. We went for this one also. Why not? Let's give it a some good. So that looks quite 3D-ish. Now let's compile and save this all, and let's see whether it's working or not. And yeah, oh, all are working nice and good. Now we need to add this to our equipment slot as well. So those dots and everything. So we are going to go to our equipment slot. We need to go to our canvas panel here, and let's give it a nice padding of 4 actually at the moment. Yeah, no, not 4. I'll go with 3. Yeah, no, not 3 also. Probably 2. Yeah. So now, rather than just doing the whole thing from ground zero, what you could do, click on this button and Control C and paste it here. So yeah, you can always, you know, tweak the values here and there, maybe 2, 2, 2. Yeah, like now we go to our inventory icon, and we go to our get brush graph, sorry, get brush function. So what we can do, we can just Control C, and we are gonna go to our equipment slot, and we go to our graph, and we click here on function and paste it here. We have each and everything which we need, so there's no need of creating any other variables. Then we'll go to our designer, and now we click on our image. We also need to find the visibility. We create a binding. Again, the same thing. If you want, you can always copy and paste it, but I'll just go the old way. We'll break it open, then check if it's valid class. Then we are gonna get a branch and like bind it to it. We are also gonna create a duplicate of this, where this will be hidden. It's false, and yeah, that's it. Simple as it is. Now let's find out. Let's run. We go it over here. Oh, the colors aren't changing. Why is it? Let's find out. Oh, because we didn't first do it this way. Yeah, we kind of need to bind it to the branch, then after that in that way. So then another thing which I think so, yeah. So you see when we click on the image, if there is no binding, we need to bind it to get to the get brush, which we have copied from the inventory icon. So let's give it a try. So it goes over here. Now you see it's it's working well. We like it. That's good.